Hello, Awesome Soul here, and today we are back with some more Robocraft news. Apologies for the delay, but if you have been following me on Discord, you will know why. And also, I'll get into that, because one of the things I'm going to be talking about here kind of explains why I didn't have a video yesterday. But first up, we come to a forum post by one of the developers, and this is titled, "All Common Cubes Forgeable and Free in the Next Robocraft Update." So without further ado, let's get into the article. They write, "We're currently hard at work finalizing development on Robocraft's next big update." So that's a pretty good keyword there. And it certainly seems like it is actually going to be a pretty big update, especially because, continuing on, they say that it's the next big update and it's going to be called the Bodybuilder Update, launching, as they state here, Thursday the 16th of November. However, that is no longer the case, and later in the video I will discuss why that is. But yeah, because it's being pushed back, it certainly gives us a clue as to how big this update is. If they're having this much difficulty jam-packing this update with what they want it to have, then we're probably going to see a lot of really big changes. Or maybe we won't, because we don't really know too much about it. We only have a tiny bit, as detailed in this article, which I will now continue to read for you. As part of this release, we are making all common cubes, essentially the primitive cubes, forgeable for free. At present, these cubes cost 10 Robux to forge, and we will be removing this cost in order to meet the design requirements for a new building tool. Very interesting there. This new building tool could possibly just be the undo button that they've been talking about, or maybe it's something else. If you have a theory yourself as to what you think this might be, please, by all means, post it in the comment section down below. Obviously, all of the parts forgeable for free in the next update will be health cube, edge, corner, inner, edge round, etc., etc. Basically all of the health cubes. But only the health cubes, not the light cubes, aka TX cubes. And here's something else that comes along with it. It is going to be some pretty good news for people. They state, additionally, we are removing all of the cubes from the loot table, so you will no longer get them from crates, as you obviously can now forge them for free. Instead, you will only receive a pile of Robux and an increased chance of uncommon tier items. If you would like to see exactly what the new percentages are, link to it will be found in the description down below. And closing the article out, they finish off with, if you want to know more about the next Robocraft, I assume they mean to say next Robocraft update, check the official Robocraft website this Thursday for a new dev jam focused on the update. And like I said earlier, this is what I was hoping to cover. Unfortunately, I guess a combination of them having to push the update back, as well as possibly server issues that they've had, kind of put this on hold. Though chances are, if it is being pushed back a whole week, we probably won't be seeing the dev jam until, I guess, next week sometime. Perhaps the 16th when it was actually supposed to come out, because it's going to be released a week after that. But that has to do with Twitter. So, jumping over to Twitter, Mark's Twitter to be exact, we have a couple of tweets to highlight for you. Fawaz was wondering why they didn't see any of the patch notes released today. And Mark simply responds with, yes, apologies, the update was moved back 1 week. As previously stated, the old plan was November the 16th, but now, most likely, it is going to be November the 23rd, which is perfectly fine in my books because Lovely Heart and I have a lot of Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon to be playing. Anyways, moving on, somebody is highlighting that it's kind of a good thing, because we'll get more chances to farm Hallow parts, as well as the 5x legendary drop is still sticking around. Mark responds with, it's all reverting when we release the next update, including Bodybuilder and Undo. Though this tweet, on the surface, seems pretty innocuous. However, rereading it and reading it closely possibly highlight some things. Or it could just simply be the fact that he was kind of in a rush to tweet this out. But going through it again, it's all reverting when we release the next update, including Bodybuilder and Undo. So it seems like the update is called the Bodybuilder Update, but bodybuilder is also a feature in the game, as well as undo. So what exactly is this bodybuilder thing? What I'm thinking it could be, and this kind of plays into the whole free cubes thing, is that it's going to be sort of like an autofill type thing, perhaps. So say you select your build gun, you go, I want a 5x3x3 cube, and print. And then it plops down a 5x3x3 cube of health cubes. Or possibly you could get a little bit more advanced and maybe tell it to make all of the edges edge cubes instead of full face cubes, if you kind of get what I'm saying there. Perhaps that's a little bit too extreme. Or perhaps you think I'm entirely wrong here. So what do you think the bodybuilder feature is? Assuming it is actually a feature and not just some strange wording in this tweet. Though I'm leaning more to it being an actual feature, because he took the time to say and undo. So bodybuilder and undo. I don't know. I'm gonna give it about a 90% chance that bodybuilder is an actual feature. Anyways, I need to move on from here because I've kind of started to ramble about this. Next up, as I kind of talked about earlier, or at least I think I did, the Robocraft servers were down yesterday due to an outage that the server host that FreeGen uses was having. That's kind of annoying that it's completely out of their hands, but hey, what can they do? But even if it is completely not their fault, they will be graciously giving out one-day premium codes to everyone. It hasn't, at least at the time of me recording this, been given out, but if you follow the links down below to my Discord server, I'm sure I will post it, or one of my moderators will post it, in the announcement section whenever we figure out how to get our hands on it. And finally, Rafifu tweets out, old users want more bays. How do you feel about the idea of leveling up to unlock more bays? Would make levels matter more while limiting the impact on the servers from a garage bay count increase. Also, can we get more CRF slots? And Mark does reply to this by saying, we could add more bays. And that's it. So it doesn't confirm anything, but it seems like a possible hint that they're looking into it. And I don't know about you guys, but for me personally, I am in desperate need of more garage bays. I've reached my limit and kind of have to delete things in order to actually build more. It's not fun. To be fair though, some of them are kind of weird, goofy robots that I don't play anymore, but they have a lot of story behind them. Like the Skyfoogle, for example, for the Michael Rosen Plays Robocraft video. Still one of my favorite videos here on the channel. It was a lot of fun to make. If you haven't seen it, just simply go to my memes and more playlist. Now, is this whole garage bay problem as big as I assume it is? How many of you out there are having troubles with your garage bays as well? Maybe if you let Mark know, he might get on it a bit faster, if at all. Anyways, that will wrap it up for the news. However, I do have a bit of an announcement. All this weekend, which means Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I will be streaming over on Twitch. What exactly will I be streaming? Well, I will be streaming some Robocraft as well as some other games. Not entirely sure which games at the moment, but I will come to that when I come to that. Or of course you could suggest things down below. No guarantees I will play it, but perhaps something will catch my eye. And with that, I of course have been the Awesome Soul. I thank you all so very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Take care.